So we're doing a live stream. Really excited. Um, World queue is 10 currently, but that's fine. So this is Justinian. He's allowed me to showcase his character, primarily his chocobo, that he dyed its colors, because it takes about 6 hours, and you have to do it one berry at a time in the right order. I know, I already did it with mine to make it to the nice forest ocarina brown. It's an orchard brown, so pretty. Yep, we're loading in. Very excited. So, okay, I'm a lot excited because getting to see these chocobos transform from one color to the other was probably one of the neatest things I'd ever seen. So, here's Justinian. He's been really quiet of late, so it's nice to be able to at least see him a little bit out. Um, but so this is another the chocobo, the white chocobo that's already in the stable. It's another FC member's chocobo. So the goal is that Justinian's chocobo, which is the pretty one right here in the desert yellow, is going to be that Snow White color. So here it comes. Ladies and gentlemen, transformation time. Look at this. Oh my goodness. And I wish I had screenshotted that. I did not because I'm a loser. But who cares? This is great. So ladies and gentlemen, now you can see we have two chocobos in the stables that are both white chocobos. But I don't think that the chocobo that's currently in there, Stargazer, is the same color white as Justinian's chocobo. So I'm gonna do a thing, and I want you guys to see this too. This is totally cool. So we're going to train. We're going to train his chocobo, whose name I can't even pronounce because I'm so not cool. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him in that white. Oh my goodness. That color so suits him. I am excited. He looks good. Justinian's going to be so pleased. Look at that. Look at that. So that is Snow White. That is the color. That is one of the many, many, many colors that you can do um, as a when you get in there to feed them. So to do that, you go into your inventory, and if you've gotten a bunch of different um, if you got a bunch of different berries that are the right berries, because they have to be the right berries, um, then you can feed them in the order that they go in. So the website that I use, which is a very nice website, another member of our guild introduced me to it. It's called the Final Fantasy 14 Chocobo.com. It's a Chocobo color calculator. It's great, and it allows you to figure out what berries you need, and then the right order to which you're supposed to place one together. So I'm done feeding them all the berries. If you've done it in the correct order, hours boat actually takes about 6 hours. So they suggest that if you are doing, if you're maxing out your RGB value colors, which is the extreme colors, like white is an extreme color, black is an extreme color. Then you have to give it an extra, one or two of the recommended fruit that you're going to feed it. So in the case of this, to make the desert yellow, uh, for Justinian to have his which is pretty Snow White, he had to have lemon, plums, 13 fruit, and then seal dahlias, pineapples, 5 of them, right? Now, the number is important for what you have for each of what you're feeding your chocobo, but the order to which you feed them is just as important. And the great thing about this particular website, I made a point of forms, was the fact that this neat thing is it gives you a feeding order, and then you can check off as you feed each fruit or vegetable to your chocobo. So if you have like say 30 items, you can go down and knock off each thing so you're not accidentally overdoing, overfeeding or underfeeding. So I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna do a thing. Um, just won't mind me doing this. So I'm gonna take his chocobo out, which name is Marcenas. No, I don't know what that means. Only he does because he's very learned, and I keep it simple because I'm me. Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna uh, fetch, so you guys get to see us borrow us borrow Justinian's chocobo. So because occasionally I like to take pictures up here at the top. This is me grabbing out. Oh my goodness, so pretty. Look at that, broad daylight, a white rabbit on a chocobo. I know that sounds very cliche, but I totally, and I know Justinian's gonna be taking that because he's um. So this is him running around. Well, me running around for him on his chocobo. This is one of my favorite areas to take pictures at because, well, in daylight, which it is outside, the sun hits just like, I mean, look at that. So the type of what he's currently wearing, having his chocobo wear, is called a blissful barding. I think it's absolutely one of the prettiest bardings that your chocobo can wear. Um, but he's also got some other ones that I'm not particularly fond of. I don't care for, but he's not my chocobo. Um, so if I go ahead and take this off, then you'll get the pleasure of seeing him like he is in that picture right there, completely feathered, just the white on the white. Which you gotta admit, this looks really cool. Um, I'll pop it in the G post so you guys can actually see this. Look at that. Look at that. He is just an absolutely gorgeous. In my mind, taking the able to have them regrow their feathers is possibly one of the coolest things that FF14 has done. Well, besides the concept of being able to ride a chocobo, um, which to me, when you join your companies and you are allowed to get chocobos, they have a quest series called My Little Chocobo. And it's great because you get to experience getting your chocobo, learning to ride it, learning to take care of it, learning to feed it, training it to fight beside you. Later on, you get to train it to fly, so you'll be able to fly on the back of it to go to different places. Um, you get other chocobos. So Justinian has another chocobo that's entirely black. Um, and then when you get married, if you get the big old grand to the package, you actually get the wedding chocobo, which is a two-seater. And that one comes in white, so I don't think you can actually change its colors. Its feather colors. But you can change the feather colors of your company chocobo. You can change the feather colors. You can rename it. I personally adore this. I like to be able to see better. See, look at that. You can see them better. But I just think this is gorgeous. This chocobo is a beautiful chocobo. And it's not to say that the desert yellows aren't pretty because they're a starter Pokemon or Pokemon. Excuse me. Your Chocobo is a starter Pokemon, not um your your oh, you know, flaming chicken. Um your Chocobos are final fetch. When you go running, I'm gonna back because this is be naked, so I've been told. Um gets very cranky when he's naked. So I'm going to respectfully dress him. So when Justinian comes back to see his chocobo will not be fuck ass naked because nobody likes that. Um, but like in the background, if you can hear it, chocobo music. It's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, the chocobo theme song. Um, I also like the fact that our FC has a market board right beside it. So if we need to buy fruit to change the colors of our chocobos, we can just go to the market board and buy stuff if we have the money. Um, but yeah, so this is just one of the many cool things that I think is absolutely neat about Final Fantasy is of course the chocobos and the music because they incorporate so much. Um, I'm going to stable his chocobo and hope that I did not do any damage to poor Marcinus or however you pronounce his name. And that Justinian will be cool with this. So yeah, that is that was a transformation of after feeding berries to Chocobo in the proper order. There was like we had 16 of one, um, 5 of another, so that's 21 right there. And then what was it? 16, 13, and 5. So 16 and 13 is 29, and then you have 5, that would be 34. So we had 34 berries that he had to consecutively in a row, one after another, in the right order, feed his chocobo, and then he had to wait for 6 consecutive hours um, to come back and be able to you know to see the awesome that was his Pokemon, his chocobo, because you got to catch them all. His chocobo. So as you can see from here, the fact that there's in there like that, and he's white now. So he's Snow White versus the color of the desert yellow, which again, it's not a bad color. It's just no, you didn't want to do that. Don't do that. I can walk. That's how that works. Um, G-pose. G-pose will let me do what I want. Yes. Hey, buddy. Yeah, don't call your chocobo. Um, but this allows us a kind of a better viewing of I guess in a sense both birds of that snow whiteness. Um, it really is a majestic look for the chocobo in and of itself, And I like the fact that recently somebody, me, cough cough, um, cleaned out the stables, which is why it's all shiny because I believe that stables should be clean. Um, the that Justinian is making is summoning his chocobo. So he's using the chocobo whistle, and that's that is happening right now. So I'm gonna get out of this G pose because it traps you with whatever was your last did. So yeah, but log log out, log him out so he doesn't scare for too long. I did what I said I was gonna do, and he was kind enough to let me do it. So with that, I will log out. Um, but a lot of my family members, um, we all we have a group, a family account because that's just easier for us, and it's less complicated in some cases, um, which is why I look epic because I'm me. Um, but yeah, no. So now I can show you guys live stream my personal chocobo and how excited I am that he just totally was the epicness of hello, you are Forest Ocarina Brown. I know that sounds and silly, but to me, um, because his name is Toki no Ocarina, meaning Ocarina of Time, I wanted to honor that with, I didn't go with the calling him the Fairy Ocarina because you know, that's not where I was at. But I wanted him to have that honoring of one of my personal all-time favorites, Legend of Zelda games. I actually like them all, but Ocarina of Time was one of the ones that I first stepped into cosplay as Link, um, and I enjoyed being able to put on the tunic and feeling very empowered and feeling like I could change the world. And as someone who struggles to speak and to to interact with people, that being able to be somebody that didn't have to speak, that could interact, but he was more action. He wasn't really, he didn't stand there for hours going, I object, or oh well, we're here to do this and this and this, or hey, let's try on different outfits. No, I mean later games. Yeah, there's actually a lot of games where Link wears different outfits, but um, for me, the embodiment of the tunic meant that I could do what I did best and still be comfortable in my own skin. And having Link do that and then getting to, because I love instruments, I love musical instruments. My favorite is the harp. So as you can see, I'm also a bard. Da, 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 da. I'm not really good, but who cares? But I do have a harp and real also not as good as I used to be, but it's still the concept of I enjoy it. Um, but getting to get my feathers from that desert yellow, which is bad, I don't like it. It's just not. It didn't suit. I mean, if it's gonna go with say like a Triforce color, then I would have gone with gold and bright, bright, bright yellow. And there was that option, but that also felt lack. And I felt that also, if you think about it, I wasn't gonna name my chocobo Upona, but concept of the brown of this actually was kind of ironically funny because the fairy ocarina is this orchard brown, but looking back now, I realize that Epona is also this color of orchard brown. So unintentionally, I still kind of went full circle, but that's me. I'm a dork. Um, what he's currently wearing, my chocobo, Tookie, Um, I love his name. He has best name. At least to me. He is the best name that suits him for me. He is wearing the Bozan Barding, and it is a nice Barding because it has a kind of leather feel to it, which is one of the reasons why I like it. I'm gonna go to G-Post so I can kind of show it off a little bit. So the Bozan Barding I consider it to be a very pretty Barding. Once I close that screen. Because if you look at it up close, there's a lot of leatherwork detail in this Barding. And that's one of the things as a Legend of Zelda cosplayer, a Link cosplayer, I did a lot of my own leather work. So being able to see Barding that has that kind of detail in the leather working kind of made it extra special to me. It made it feel like this was a Barding that was suited for Toki, and that it fell into the themes of the whole Link. Later on, my goal is to get that because it has the most beautiful green coloring that actually matches my tunic. But it kind of is a layover throw, and then it has the most ornate, like gold flourish. So it's kind of got that actual. It gives a kind of more traditional um, uh, Ocarina of Time feel or Legend of Zelda feel, with it still kind of not not out and out going, oh, this is a Legend of Zelda thing, because they're not. This is Final Fantasy. But the fact that you can find things in here that allow you to showcase your different things. There's a lot. There's an entire cosplay community here in Final Fantasy. That is epic. They have a Studio Ghibli museum. They have entire FCs slash guilds um, that are dedicated to dressing up and cosplaying different color characters. And like I've seen things. So there's a place called Limsa. It's it's where Link's company is from, because he's part of that that um, that grand company. And I chose that for him because Limsa folk come in, they ride in on a boat. And I thought Wind Waker, he rides in on a boat. It was appropriate. Yeah, he's an archer. I could have gone with Gradania. I could have gone, but this is Link. Hello. And I really, if he was already an archer, I really wanted to tie in some of the other Legend of Zelda games. I like Wind Waker. You get to hang out on a boat. Um, and when I was doing early cosplay stuff, especially as Link, my stepdad actually had a boat. And we had made great plans for going out on the water and doing an entire video of Link on a boat doing the thing where he's going from island to island to island like in Wind Waker. Um, it didn't ever come into fruition, but I did a lot of storyboarding for it, and he did too. So I mean, it was something we took very seriously. Um, so when he got time for him to choose his grand company, I made a point that I would stay true to that Wind Waker heritage, that Legend of Zelda kind of theme, and he would be from Limsa Limosa, so therein he'd be happy to be on a boat. And I love the boats. The boats are gorgeous here. Final Fantasy really does cater to its people, its playership. It caters visually, it caters story wise, it gives you an ambiance to thrive in, and it gives you stories to unravel and be shocked and amazed, to laugh, to cry, to be celebrating, and then be so damn angry over. there are story plots that I'm not gonna reveal, but there are story plots that I got pissed at. I was pissed because things happened that I did not, as a playership, want to happen, but they happened. And without them happening, we couldn't go further into the story. But I was pissed. I was so damn angry. But that's what good storytelling is about. And a good MMO, a good RPG, a good game company who pays attention to the details of their stories for their playership is is a company that I totally want to invest in because I feel like I'm getting something out of it. They're giving me something, I'm getting something out of it. It's worth it. It's worth the time for the investment. It's worth immersing in their world and making it my own. Now, is it 100% my own? No, because I didn't make it. But it's like right here. So I'm getting out of G Pause. I love it. It's just a fun thing. I love being in here. Um, but like things like this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know this is just a pond that has crocus in it. But look at the colors of the crocus. Even details like this to me are important. Like, I can even go and put my chocobo in this water. Does Taki want to stay in this water? No. Does Taki like water? Sometimes. There are places that you can go to swim. And I love that. I love that. Am I gonna do something stupid? Yes. Fly, Taki, fly! um, but there are things so, yeah, I love running around the side of my house. Okay, not even gonna lie. There's elements about our house that I love and I'm probably gonna be stuck in and it's gonna serve me right because I'm an idiot. But who cares? I'll go on this side. But I know that Humbert and Shika took the effort to build our FC to be a good replica of what it was based on. And it was based on the Cat Bureau. Okay, so you got the fact that you have people who are striving to give detail importance. You have a company that strives to give detail and importance. And when you put those two things together, you have a playership that does that, and you have a game company that does it. It's kind of hard to not be in awe. It's kind of hard to not just want to just immerse yourself into these worlds over and over again. So I get excited. I get excited. Okay, so I'm going to show you something else I do because I'm a horrible person, but I love this game so much because it gives me so many elements. And I haven't done this with Taki. If I did, he'd probably get mad, but I don't care. He's my chocobo. He gonna do this. Okay, so Taki, we're going to do the thing. 1, 2, 3. Bonsai! I got Taki on my roof. Ha! Yeah, I'm not original. Shut up. Um, so I like to come sit on my roof for hours on end because I love the view. I love the view. Like over there. So that's a large, I believe, and it is a uh terrifying. Um, but everybody has their way of doing their housing. So that's a giant carbuncle statue that's in their front yard. Oh, that's that's different. There's some scary things here in some of these places, and they're not right. So like over here, that house over there that we're currently looking at is a Mughal house, and that a lot of these houses were either bought on the marketplace, which is that little that's that billboard that had all of the papers and stuff on it, um, or they were made inside the houses in the company workshop, which I think is just the totally coolest ever thing to have and to be able to do. But yeah, so I love there's a house over there. It's very simple. That brown place in the back is not a house, but it's stuff. So this giant yellow thing over here in the corner, that's a chocobo house, and that's probably a medium. We live in a medium house, and I love it. Um, the house that's in front of us that has a really nice Asian motif to it, that is probably a small, but it's still beautiful. Uh, the people here who decorate, who take the time to build their houses, to put things together, to do the walls and the roofs and the windows and the doors, because there's a lot of elements that go into the outside decorating of a house. A lot of people don't know that. Um, so you have the yard. That's one part that you decorate. You have the house. That's another part that you decorate. Um, I don't know if I have it in here, but I can probably show you. Housing. Housing is great. So you have outdoor furnishings. That's all the stuff out here. And then you have the outdoor furnishings color. Yes, you can actually change the color of the furnishings. Like the brick wall that's down there, the 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 tiling that's on the ground. The ground is actually the grass, but we were able to change the color of the tiles. We were able to change the color of the brick walls. We can actually change the different colors of different things. Um, so paint the exterior, remodel the exterior. We are standing, ladies and gentlemen, on the roof of the exterior of the house. Was this painted? Yes. Did colors to get everything aesthetically to look a certain way. Um, did he end up going with a a more traditional aesthetic instead of wood? Because what was available didn't look good. And that's one of the problems is when you get the larger when you move up sizes in the houses. So we started out with a small FC company, grand company house. And then we upgraded because we have a lot of people. We have a lot of members. Some are active, some are not, but that's the word that goes along with that. Things happen, but that doesn't mean that we don't check in with each other. It doesn't mean that there isn't communication. It just means that life happens. Um, but yeah, so Humbert took a lot of time to make sure that the exterior was good, that it got modeled, remodeled in a way aesthetically pleasing, especially because it's a medium-sized house, which means it's a lot bigger. So small houses have the first floor and they have a basement, and then that first floor has an offset to the company um, workshop, and then whatever rooms that your FC members have. And then a medium has an upstairs, the main floor, and a basement. And so it's a little bit bigger. And the addition of having an upstairs makes the size of it both bigger on the inside and still feel a little bit cramped. Because now you have to change the dynamic of how you decorate, which is both easy and hard all at the same time. Which is why inside RFC there's a lot of kind of nooks and crannies because it was adapting for things to make both aesthetically pleasing to look upon and then what was needed, um, both comfort and then what was needed for actual needs. Like our junk mongers and the other things that we have there are our aesthetian pole, or barber pole as I call it, and our you have a what are they called? Um, You got people that run about and do things for you and sell stuff for you, and I don't remember what they're called, but you can get them. And Final Fantasy is really big on that. It's great. But it also costs money to get extra ones. So it's either worth it to you to do it or it's not worth it to you to do it. If you are selling a lot of stuff on the market boards, it's very worth it. You should do it. If you're not selling a lot of stuff on the market boards, go with what you got. Oh, so it's getting dark, right? Move to the front gate. I'm just gonna close this because I don't know. And this is our estate hall. It allows you to construct, build, remove estate hall, which means I can make this all disappear if I wanted to. I don't, because I'm not an S. Um, and then that's estate settings. And this allows you things like renaming the estate, editing the greeting, guest access. I can keep all the guests out, or I can invite all the guests in. I'm going to leave it as Humbert has it because, well, he knows what works best for this place. Storeroom status. Storeroom status says that we are chock full. So we're not going to be putting anything in, and we're not going to be putting anything out. But if we move to a larger housing, which I know eventually the goal is to get to Shiragami, but that's going to cost money we don't have as an FC. But that's never stopped Humbert from working, so he's pretty crafty. Um, Outdoor furnishings, we have 19 out of 30 items outside. Indoor furnishings, we have 298 items inside this house. 298, guys. That's crazy. Out of 300. And then outdoor furnishings placed. So I'm wrong. I'm stupid. Okay. So in our storeroom, we have 298 items out of 300, which means the storeroom is almost maxed out. And then outdoor furnishings, because those have all been, well, I got a whole bunch on me. Um, so that's out. That's not in our storeroom right now. But placed outside, we have 300 items indoor. 300 items. Can you believe that? I can. I've been inside our house. That's a lot. And then outdoor furnishings, because we're a medium, you can put 30 items outside. Now, some of those items are, of course, um, no, I don't want to relinquish land. I don't want to, this is terrifying. Relinquish land. Nope. Demolish workshop. Nope. None of these things for me, thanks. Um, but some of the things down here is, of course, um, our gardens, because we have gardeners in the group. Now I'm really excited because either Enderus or Futas is going to be growing some very particular things. And that makes me excited because that means that there are more people doing gardening than just Justinian. Not that he's a bad gardener, but he's just been through a lot. And his heart to really thrive is taking a long time to find itself again. So I'm hoping the fact that I showed off his Snow White chocobo will bring him back and make him a little happy, and then he'll run around in his on his chocobo and do some things because he is an absolutely fantastic arcanist. He he wields a book magic like nobody. He's so good at it. And then he's got these summons that are um like magical I wish I had them. Um but they're like um giant fairies. They look so cool. And he's got like four of them, three or four of them. And they're actually based on the primal gods of the different primals of the realm. But it's exciting because he can do stuff that I can't do. I'm not a healer like Humbert is, and Humbert is a very good white mage. He is fantastically a good white mage, and he's also learning to be um uh uh hold on, my brain. He's learning to be a blue mage, like level 30. So, oh, somebody, somebody's gonna give me some new minions. I'm going to be getting a white Winrich. And I'm going to get a mind flayer. So I've got to pop over to um I gotta pop over there really quick on my way. Oh, the maelstrom. I gotta hop over here. This is gonna be great. I am totally going to travel on the back of my chocobo. Let's see if this works. Limbs of Mimosa. Okay, I'm gonna move this over here. Ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Whoa! Let's do this, do this. Oh, I know what that means. So you see somebody standing right there with those numbers, right? They're usually gold. They're gold sellers. Um, and they sell gold. Yeah, it's a very lucrative business. I'm sure. I don't worry about that, but other people do. I don't worry about that because Humbert works very hard at what he does. This is me walking over because the guy who's got the I want to call them Pokemon, said that he was over here at the Grand Company. So I'm at the Grand Company, and I don't see anybody. Oh, yay! Hey, give me presents. Hey, I'm gonna bow because he was totally cool. And he bowed back to me, and I got some new babies. The Mind Flayer. And I got me a white Rindet. And I'm so happy. I'm gonna bow to him one more time. Oh, he was totally cool. I got an ift. Oh my goodness. There were so many neat things. Oh my god. Thank you. Alright, have fun. Alright, we have a lot. That was totally cool. I'll bow to you too because bowing is a thing. Yeah. Thank you. There's a princely hatchling. That is terrifying. It's a baby chocobo, so I'm gonna pop out. Oh, thank you one more time. Thank you again. People are running around. Oh, okay. I appreciate your kindness. I got a mind flayer, guys. That's like very coolness. Ah. Okay, so now I kind of want to leave my minion guide. So I don't have a lot of minions. Oh, I got an ugly duckling. I don't remember when I got the ugly duckling. And then I have a tiny... I don't know what that is. But... So I have a Chigoe larva. Not bad. And I got a Quirler kitten. And then I got a wolf pup. Now the neat thing about these two is the Quirler kitten and the wolf pup. You actually can get these as quest rewards for one of the in Wineport, I want to say, one of the places off Limza. And they're really cool. I got a slime puddle. My baby slime. And this is my Mind Slayer. I don't know how I feel about that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's the Mind Slayer I just got. And then this is my wind up Rudy. Now he was great because I actually got him for he was one of one of the seasonal events. And I loved getting him. Um, and then this is my Corporiker kid. Now when this guy was gotten for me, he made me immediately think of the Deku Sprouts. And then this is totally a Pokemon. Totally Shaman. I don't care what anybody says. Now y'all see why I'm thinking about Pokemon every time I play this game. Now, this is a Squirrel Emperor. You get him, ironically, at the same time that you get the Wind Up Rudy, if you do the seasonal quest correctly. Or if you don't. I remember getting him then. And this is my favorite. Um, this is my dwarf rabbit. He doesn't have a name. He's just my baby bunny because I like rabbits. But like his flavor text is epic. After his father was baked into a pie by a farmer's wife for stealing their vegetables. Hello. I know exactly which rabbit this is in reference to. Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit. Or Benjamin Bunny, depending on your mood. He invoked the time-honored code of rabbit revenge and hopped off to destroy every garden patch he could find. Now, ironically, Justinian also has a dwarf rabbit who does not touch his patches of kokoro roots and all the other stuff that Justinian grows. So the bad boy I got tonight was the white Whitret. This is a male weasel. Okay? I think this is great. I've got a weasel. Ladies and gentlemen, I think it's great. And I got an ugly duckling. He doesn't look like an ugly duck. He looks like a duck. This is the wind up airship. You get this when you complete, when you get into, I want to say the first time you ride on an airship, you actually get this one, but I don't remember for certain. It's been a bit. And then I got a melon. Okay, so this melon is insane. It splits itself in half. I don't even understand it. I'm not allowed to eat it. Makes me kind of sad. And then I got this guy. I don't know him from Adam, but he apparently decides to hang out with, the other wind up guys in here. This is Pelham. He's a mage, and that's all I know about it. But I think he has something to do with the black mages over in Ulda. But I'm not gonna point fingers because they got some issue. And then this is a wind up parts. Okay? Now, you'll have to forgive me. I admit I'm limited on a lot of Final Fantasy lore. But I love the concept of this legendary guy and his trusty chocobo. To me, this was a very cool thing to have as in and of itself because okay, so this may have nothing to do with it, and that's just me being an idiot. But my favorite Final Fantasy game is Chocobo Tales because you're a chocobo and there's the iconic music and they have a really nice gameplay um and battle setup system. But you get to explore and I love that. I love that. So when I got introduced to Final Fantasy 14, to Final Fantasy Online, after watching the movies, which I do adore, and playing some of the other games, um, the concept to me has always been I wanted a chocobo more than anything else. My own chocobo. And when I finally got to get my chocobo, finally got to get a chocobo while I had to wait for a long time to get it. It was worth it. It totally was worth it. Look at this blood pressure. Okay, I gotta check everything else that's in these stuff. Um, hold on a second. Do, 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 do. Uh, give me a second. Well, that was a weird conversation. I have no clue what it was about, and yet I'm supposed to know. Like, so we were discussing, he was like, "So what evil lurks in the hearts of men?" And I said, "I don't know, but the shadow knows." And then he was like, "Well, I'll just go ask the shadow." I'm like, "Well, the shadow should be in bed because, well, Sammy's the shadow." Except Sammy's not the shadow because when we were doing our game, that was Dungeon of the Mad Mage, that Ralph was doing, which is a great game. Um, Sammy was Shadow, and he had been hand built by Dorf for Sam, so Sam could have all the ambiances of what makes the Shadow the Shadow. Like we're talking the old the teleprompts, the old radio shows of the Shadow, which totally like I love it. I will listen on YouTube for hours to them because Orson Welles as the Shadow. I mean, it's like iconically, it's just to me, it's very the way that it's supposed to be. And then I'll spend like hours watching the old Shadow movies because that's how I am. But the old movies, don't have quite the same panache as the old radio show. But I think that's just because when you translate something to screen, it takes away the ambiance of what you have in your brain space. So for me, it's I always want to have that kind of the feel of both, so I can really appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Oh, I gotta do something. Somebody wants to show me something? Where am I? uh, I apparently am right here, and suddenly people. Oh, yay! Oh my goodness, he is totally playing. I don't know if you can hear it. This is a fellow bard, and he's dressed up like Link too. Oh my goodness. That was totally cool. That was so cool. I love that. Oh my goodness, you are too kind. Um, thank you. That was that. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is see. These are things like this that happens when I get to be in game. The people will run up to me, and as fellow bards, they will play different Legend of Zelda songs on the different instruments that they've learned. So in this case, this particular bard specializes in the flute. And it is so cool to listen to as I talk over it because I'm a jerk. Ah, I got goosebumps. That was totally cool. Oh, yes. Zelda's lullaby. And you stopped. Oh, this is me saying. Summer storms. Ah. That was completely cool. Oh my goodness. For some reason it said you were an archer. No, I'm also a bard. I just have my archery out because, well, I'm an archer. Oh my goodness. If you have your keyboard set up for the BP of any of the notes I have set up work. Still learning Bard. Oh my goodness, you're actually Bard. Oh, wow. Oh, this is amazing. Amazing. You're sitting here sending me this stuff I can't do diddly squat with. Copy him into a notepad file. Okay, I'll just do that. Yeah, yeah. Thanks. Thank you. You dorks. So this is me copy and pasting. Oh my goodness, look at that. That's all this stuff. Okay. I gotta find the right one. Oh, in here somewhere. I'll put you right there. There. That's that all of it? QR. Yeah, that's it. Wow. So yeah, this is they do the crazy. They do some great crazy stuff, and I love it. I love this game so much. I do. Oh my goodness. And this is just for the flute. So this is all for the flute. I was trying to find the stuff for do 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 do. Yeah. Whoo! Oh my goodness, this is all the good stuff. Oh my goodness. You are very skilled. I don't get a lot. Well, what you get, it's you. It's a neat. He doesn't get a lot, but it's a neat party trick. Well, you've impressed me, so yeah, it is a lot of muscle memory. When I was doing it on the harp, in this game, you actually have to read what the keys are, and then you have to type it in. So it does take a while, and it's a lot of back and forth. Yeah. Oh, I. It's like people come out of the woodwork, play Legend of Zelda songs. This is commonplace. This is so commonplace. Oh yeah. Or they're like, oh, you just this link. Are you sure? Do 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 do. No. No. Do do do. That is the incomplete Saria song. That's the Kikori Forest song. That's okay. Just need a little bit of practice. What I need to learn is thank you again. Thank you again. Uh, I guess the flute is back to leveling. Okay. Well, that was an experience and a half. So now I have to copy all these songs And then I have to figure out the instrument that I'm gonna do it on. Now I've been doing it on the harp because I like the harp best. But these ones are for the flutes. So uh, that I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. But like shenanigans like this are so commonplace in this world because people come out of the woodwork and they get sucked in. They get sucked in and I love it. I do. I love it so much. I feel like you don't lose yourself when you're part of something. Like this is two people that are just enjoying themselves. There's people over here just enjoying themselves. It's just one of those things, it's hard to not get lost in the ambiance of this place. I love it personally. These are, I believe, a couple of NPCs, but it's okay because I'm just gonna sit here, like right here. I'm gonna just sit, and I'm gonna just copy everything I was just given. See, I'm just gonna sit here, and no one's gonna come and find me while I copy everything over, so that I can look at this later and see which games are, which are of course the the harp, and which one is of course um the flute, and the other stuff because they've got a whole bunch of different things. But it is. But I appreciate you, yeah, coming and hanging out with me, Papa, and listening to me ramble, and watching all the people do their stuff and play some music because he was a fellow bard who was dressed up a little bit like Link, so it was pretty cool. Um, probably, yeah. I used Shadow as a screen name. I love you, Papa. I love you, Papa. I'm totally stoked that like awesome. That's just awesome. So yeah. But yeah, no, it's so yeah. Uh this is me rambling. So now I've gotta go back up. People telling me to go play like a bored man. Yeah, that's not how I don't have that kind of skill. So love that. YOLO's Link. I gotta show you something. Oh, people are really nice here though. I gotta say they really are nice in this realm. So many people are like, "Oh, it's the greatest game ever." So it was a blast. This guy's got a bunch of. Oh, you do. Once you get part unlocked, then you can play them anytime. Oh, you do have part unlocked. I do. Yeah, yeah, that was funny. Okay, so this was the Song of Healing. So I need to save that. Control C. See if it actually saves. I don't know what this last one is. Don't know what this one is. I'll just play it. Stop it. This one above is yet. Oh. And then this one is Song of Healing. And then I've got to run. Papa watched. Papa watched. Okay, and then what else? Uh, Song of Healing, and then this was the. So that's the Song of Healing? See, I don't know what each of these things are. Maybe that's the Song of Healing. What's the one prior? Wow, I don't know which is which. I'll find out, I guess, soon enough. Um, is this Song of Healing? Okay, so that one may or may not be the Song of Healing. So okay, so this must be I guess we'll know in a minute. I think these are all for the flute, but I'm about to find out. Okay, well, I mean, it's nice enough for them to do that. It was really kind of them. And here's the lullaby. I hope the lullaby is my favorite. But then again, so is the opponent's song, which is my favorite of all the Legend of Zelda songs. Is the opponent's song, and then Zelda's lullaby, and then Song of Storms. Um, or the windmill song because it's terrifying. The Final Fantasy Victory song. And then the Saria song. So I'm gonna grab this one really quick because Saria song. And then I'll grab the Final Fantasy song. Pasted. Saria song. Okay. Grow up and play Bard like. Yeah, no. I'm not quite skilled there, but I'm hoping. Sick glam. Oh my god. See, people think this is a glamour outfit. It's not. This is my attire because I love it. But a lot of people think that many of the folks here, because I said there's a group of folks that do a lot of fantastic cosplaying here, and it's a glam category in and of itself. Um, oops, I'm gonna learn Saria's song. That's what I'm determined to learn once I grab the Final Fantasy Victory song. Control C. Bring that over here. So that's so let's see. So I am gonna do a thing. Um, I have a harp, and this is right here, right now. I can change instruments if I want to. I can do a bunch of things. I can have a performance assistant. I picked the harp because I like the harp best. But let's see what this one does. So, oh, let's see how this works. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's an H in here, but this is maybe why I need the harp. Oh, that's disappointing. Let's see what this does. Symbol. Oh, no, thanks. Um, nope. No, no. Escape. Okay. I'm gonna go over here to... I have to figure out what it is, so... It's been a hot minute. Because I haven't really explored much with, I haven't really explored much as a bard. So let's look at this. I'm a bard. 37. Okay. It shows me that I'm an archer. I'm an archer because I love it. But the things that I do have is I'm also a gladiator. Why? Because sword. It made sense. So I have bard, I have archer, and the archer turns into the bard. And then I have gladiator. I'm also a carpenter, a leather worker, a miner, botanist, and a fisher. Have I explored any of these yet? No. My reputation, I don't have a big reputation because I don't get out much. But I am part of the grand company, the Maelstrom. And ironically, we are at Limsa, and that's where the Maelstrom Grand Company is, and where they've got all the ships because I'm on a boat. I am a Duskright Elven. Now, those are the more dark-skinned ones, but you can tell I'm kind of like not dark-skinned. But I'm from Gradania, and that is the state, that is the city-state where you actually start as an archer. This is what I chose to begin with. And then I was born on the 13th. Ha ha! The second son, or the son of the second umbral moon. Yeah. And my matron is Nephonica, and I can't remember why, but Nephonica is also the guardian. So yeah, I'm not updating my gear. But yeah, that's my boo. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking at, I am a bard. I have to remember what I can do with this. Harp. Oh yeah, okay, I know what to do. Okay, so we're gonna go over to actions and traits. Actions and traits has a thing called performance. So traits gives you all these things that as an archer I can do because it's awesome. Performance is what happens when you become a bard. Flute is what the guy was playing. There's also the fife, the oboe, panpipes. Oh, I could do panpipes because, well, Link also played panpipes. Sadly, there is no ocarina, but there's a panpipe, there's a lute, there's a harp, there's a fiddle, clarinet, there's drums, there's a trombone, there's a cello. There's all sorts of strings and oh, and there's a piano. I believe he was on the flute. So I'm going to see if I'm brave enough to try the flute and see if there's... I again don't see an H in there. Oh, that flute is huge. Oh well. I don't see an H in there. Do you see an H? I don't see an H. Maybe I'm just not looking at this correctly. Music was never my strong point, peeps. FYI. If Ren was here, he'd totally be like, that's how it's supposed to do it. I'd be like, oh, well, I'm kind of not dumb. Um, mm, yeah. So different things. I don't see an H in here. And one of these things showed an H. So how am I supposed to play it if there's no H? That's a thing, right? Well, so J. You have to figure out all these different things. J, W, H. I see a W. I don't see an H. See? Stuff like this. I don't need performance assistance. Maybe it's a flight. Or no bow or panpipes. Or clarinet. See what it looks like with a clarinet. Is there an H in here? E, F, G, T. I still don't see a J. Yeah, how is this supposed to work? I don't. Yeah. F, H, J. There's an I. It's an I. There's no J. There's no J. There's no H. Yeah, see that this is totally confusing. So, oh, I see what you did. Okay. Maybe it's pans. I'm curious about panpipes now. See any J in there? I don't see a J in there. It's an F. I see an H. Don't see a J. He didn't tell me what these were for. So that didn't actually help me. Oh, but the panpipes are so pretty. J, there's a W. I still don't see a J. There's no H. Which one is the H? Oh, well, I don't see a 0. See, this is very confusing. It's pretty though. They're pretty. So there's a Q and a W and a 2 and an R. See that there's a 5. Two R's. And then I don't know, there's a 1. I'm just kinda guessing. Well, that's pretty. I'm gonna guess this is a 1. Shift. I'll have 2 R's. And then R2. That doesn't make any sense. And then I have no clue what I just played, but I played a song. Or at least part of a song. So according to this was the notes for what? I don't know. See, I still don't understand where the H is. The J and the H. I would assume it'd be here, but I don't see it. Can you bring me ice cream when you're done? Well, there's an F, but there's no H. Where would the H be? I don't know where an H would be. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H? Would H be here? Maybe that's the half step. Or an octave. Maybe it's a half octave. So maybe it's... But there's still no J. I don't understand this. It confuses me so much. I've got to figure all this out. Ladies and gentlemen, music is not my strong point. But I intend to find out because panpipes and flutes and this guy right here, fife. There's no H. There's an F. Another F. There's no H or J. I don't understand how this is supposed to work with an H or a J. And I'm gonna ask my music muse and see if they remember anything. Oh. Hmm. A full octave. that moment when you're trying to figure out stuff and you're pretty sure you don't know what you're doing, but you're going to try to do it anyways. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, this is my goal for the evening is to try to figure out how this works. Hello. Okay, I don't have other performances. I don't need that. Do. FHJ. I don't know. I don't think that's accurate either. I feel like I'm playing this by ear. EW. Where's the J and the E and the W? Well, here's the E. W. There's the Q. And the Q's down here. Oh. So maybe... doesn't really help me. Good times. SDGD. Wow. Yeah, I don't know which. Oh, let me get out of here because that might help me a lot. Okay. So he was playing on the flute. Okay. Thank you. Oh, escape, escape, escape. Thank you. Ah, so he was playing on the flute. That doesn't really help me. Okay. Great. So he's playing on the flute. But there's still no H here. That doesn't help me anyways. Ah. Okay, I gotta ask you a question, Ro. I have no skill, right? So I have a flute, and this was keyed to the flute, so it has the keys F, H, J. Well, there's no H and no J. So where are they at on this keyboard? Will you think about it while you're gone and maybe help me? I don't either. I'm confused. No one loves me. Maybe it's wrong. No, that doesn't make any sense. We'll look something up. It's really confusing to me. I don't understand. Maybe I just need to get the whole one. Trying to do a thing, and I think I failed. Oh, Dwarf came upstairs. He wanted to know if I knew what lurks in the hearts of men. I told him only the shadow knows. And then he was like, I should go ask him. I said, you better not. He should be asleep. And then he was like, but Sam's no longer the shadow. I'm like, what? I'm so disappointed. So these are not correct, is what you're telling me? Or is there no, like, H and J's in an actual flute? Well, you played a flute, right? Well, did you play on a flute? So you don't know if there was any H's or J's? No J's, right? So not who is no right? Apparently there's an FHJ. Oh. There's no FHJs or J's! Okay, do you understand maybe I'm something I'm not? Well, I appreciate you helping me where you could. I do, genuinely. Even if you're confused like I'm confused. Alright. I'm gonna do something.
There's more than two spikes movies?
Yeah.
Huh? I only saw two. Is that because the last two were not the best? Were the last two traumatizing?
I'm trying to remember the last two. One was like really weird.
Time in the world and the fourth one involved different kids.
Mm-hmm. Which is making sense.
You just never introduced me and Sam to that because you were like, no, you don't need that exposure.
Well, Junie and
Carmen.
Carmen weren't even in it.
In the fourth one? Yeah, because they grew up.
Yeah. You would think they were training future Spy Kids. They weren't.
They just dipped.
They were gone. They're like, oh, my parents were superheroes. I mean, secret agents. and then they were gone.
Yeah, because I watched movie reviews on all four of them, and it was people being like, yeah, the first two were great. The third one was okay. We don't talk about the fourth one. We don't talk about the fourth one. That's all it was.
Yeah, it made no sense. Okay, that's not what I want. It was so confused. Okay, so oh, I'm never playing that one. That's terrifying. Oh, maybe it's fun. Okay, perfect. B or B, B, yeah. Oh, BGA. F A T T Q Q F F A T T Q Q Q F A T T F A T T G space G space G F A F D G space G space G space G G G space G space G A G Well, I think that one. That is totally not helping me. try this and then I think I'm gonna call it good for tonight. Have any of that? Yeah, no, doesn't. Oh, what's that? No, doesn't. No, don't do that. Yeah, this is so confusing. Doesn't actually help me. Yep. Well, I guess we won't be doing this tonight. Oh, maybe this is the right one. Nope. B C B G E. B C B G E. D E G E. B E G E or B E G E. E C B G E. Well, at least I got that. EGD, EGD, CDE, GD, EGD, CDE. Oh my goodness, yes. Ah, still this lullaby. Oh my goodness, yes. EGD, up, C, up. EGD, up, C, up. Up. G, F, E, D. G, F, E, D. Yeah, let's try this. I don't know. I need a higher D to step. Okay. I can't do anything about it, so. E, G, D, E, G, D, C. E, G, D, E, G, E, G, D, C, G. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna play one more. See if I can do it. What? Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. Yes. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, on the panpipes, I played. I played. I did it. I played Zelda's Lullaby. Oh my goodness. Huzzah! It came out just right. It sounded good. It sounded beautiful. I'm proud of myself. I did it. I did it. I did a bardic tune. Yeah! And Link actually does the panpipes in several of the games. So I feel extra special because this was panpipes. Ha ha ha! I feel like I accomplished something. Yes, I did the panpipes. Ah, Zelda's Lullaby. Woo wee! So I'm gonna put panpipes here in place of the harp. Not because I don't like the harp, but because it was really awesome to be able to do something, to accomplish something. Finally. So I'm excited. Zelda's Lullaby is by far one of my favorites. Still can't believe I did it. That, ladies and gentlemen, was unreal, and it did take a lot of practice, but it's worth it. So I'm gonna save that. Save that on the panpipes. Zelda's Lullaby. Yes, sir. I did it. I did it. Yeah, I did. Whew. I'll put this right there. I'm gonna put in here Zelda's Lullaby panpipes, and I'm gonna practice it. So that's the one I go to. I play, and then if I can find a opponent song, I'll play that one too because people will be very big on that. But I don't have the skill to be rocking this stuff. But I got Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah, I'm really, really proud of myself. Yeah, good job. Um, I attempted um uh Lost Woods. I'm not done learning that one, but I did attempt it. And I also played Give Me Just One Reason by Pink. So I did play several songs, and I'm proud of myself. Yep. So to go, peeps. There's a thing that I did. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay. All right. Here goes. Ladies and gentlemen, playing it one last time. Oops. This is me tired. Oops. Wrong one. Oh, that's the wrong one. Hmm. No, that was the right one. Let's shift up. Being weird now. I was pretty sure it was vampires. Yeah. I don't understand why it's not doing it now. Maybe my shift is wrong. No, I'm doing the right one. I don't know. Tired brain is tired. It is 1 a.m. Uh, but again, did it. It's awesome. Really proud of myself. Huzzah, ladies and gentlemen. And it's a done deal. So, I'll grab two things really quick and then I'll wrap it up for the night. And then, yeah. No, it's not what I wanted. Um, activate a thing. Yeah, let's go over here. So one of the things I was talking about earlier was the social, right? So your free company is great because it allows you to. One day ago, I activated reduced rates. So you come over to actions. I love actions. Once again, I'm gonna execute reduced rates because unlike the rest of the world, I actually use reduced rates because it actually cuts down on the cost of travel because it's expensive. Travel, teleport. So something that would have cost me 600, say. Um, Now when I come over here to this, and I come over here to the shroud, I have to come over here anyways. Oh, that's still expensive. I'm gonna have to go back home anyways. So this is me teleporting. Teleport, travel. It's cheaper to go back home, in the long run, than it is for me to have to wander aimlessly, I guess. Gotta do the bad thing because this is our home and we care about it. Now, I still cannot believe that my baby is a lovely color of orchard brown. Yeah, because yeah, that's a good color. Okay, so another thing, right? So now that you have this, you have your chocobo, right? Now, skill greens are great. You summon these bad boys, right? That's what brings out your chocobo. And that's what allows your chocobo to fight with you. So you eat two, that keeps them out for an hour. See that? An hour 59 minutes, right? The thing I like to do is while I'm here. Oh, that was terrifying. Because I like to. Somebody said hi. So I like to eat food because, well, that's how this works. Because then look, I have a meal benefit of an hour. XP 3, blah 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 blah. I told you. This guy has a. You know what? I'm not gonna ask. Don't need to know. But me and my I keep wanting to call it Pokemon, but it's not. Because in this game, I want to collect them all. That's not accurate. Me and Toki are gonna go deal with the blood price. Oh, we gotta go into this bad area. It isn't bad, it's actually tediously boring. So I should get to a point where I'm running. Come on. And it's daylight, so I can actually see what I'm doing. What? I know that's a concept. Normally I'm running around in the dark because I have no light. Um, but yep. So this is me running over here doing my thing. Pop, 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 pop. Am I in the right area? Yeah, I am. I gotta go in here. Me and Toki are gonna get in here. Ignore the disease treants because they obviously have no life. It's okay, I feel sometimes like I don't have a life either. But yeah. So I did notice that we had a new follower and that made me totally excited. So I'm going to say hello to them. I'm gonna say you. So yep. So we got a new follower. Yay! What was I doing? Oh yeah. So I'm running over here. Gonna avoid all this. These treants, they don't get out much. I worry about them. Oh, but look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We got a jumping digger. So I'm supposed to use empty bottles on these guys. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know what that is. So there's this thing over here. That's obviously not it. Oh, he's dead. Okay, well that didn't work. There's something I'm supposed to do over here. So the swollen diggers, that's got a little thingy above it that has something over there. Duties. Yeah, something. I don't remember how I'm supposed to access it. Maybe it's in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, my invalid target is right here. Did it work? Guess not. Well, that was lame. So somehow I'm doing this quest wrong. Was that correct? Did I do it right? I don't know. Glowfly. That doesn't help me at all. So, where's the dang glowfly? Just kill it. Kill it. See, these things are annoying. They don't really do anything to you because they're too low level, but they're annoying. While you're in the middle of trying to figure out how to do the rest of this darn quest, which I apparently am doing wrong. So that's fine. I'm gonna run around until I figure out how to do this right. And by that point, I may or may not have it figured out. How I'm supposed to weaken him. Right. Aha! There we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think I kind of figured it out. But I'm pretty sure these glowflies are going to be annoying, so guess what? I'm just going to take them all out so they don't bother me later. Toki's a little frustrated because they get under his feet and in between his toes, and they harass him to no end. He doesn't like them at all. I don't blame him. My chocobo's delicate. Yep. Now, that those annoying things are out of the way, look! Here's another one of these guys. See if this does it. Oh, and I was interrupted, which means he'll probably die before I get to do anything with him again. No, he didn't. Huzzah. But the glowflies are being annoying again. So, well, I gotta kill this one. Not a big loss. I mean, they don't get on much. I don't get over here much. So there's that. Oh, there's another swollen boy. So let's get him. Okay, that one didn't work. Great. And that one got done. And now I've got another annoying glowfly because they are annoying. See, this is why you don't go hang out with glowflies. I mean, they're supposed to be like pretty little things, but they're actually venomous. Not that I care. They won't hurt me. No more of those annoying things. Right, exactly. Because glowflies are annoying and they should just go away. Yay. Big hugs. Yep. Yay. Um What was that? Yeah. So, yep, got me some glow flies because they're annoying as all get out. And I gotta run back here. Take Taki with me because, well, chocobos are like that. But I'm excited because Taki has beautiful feathers because I spent a long time to get his feathers the right color of orchard brown. So he could look like a fairy ocarina because that's what he's named for is the ocarina. Because I'm not original, but I don't care. Nope, I don't do fates. I'm out of here. Me and Taki are so out of here. Guys got nothing for us. So these guys, the Gorlins, I never know which is their heads or their butts. So I'm just like when you attack them, you gotta see this. Okay, so this is a Zorlin. Like, what is that? Is that its head or its butt? Like, I can't tell. I just can't. It confuses me too much. And then the boring beetles, they really are boring. I mean, I used to think that they had pretty carapaces, but they they're just annoying. I love the different elements in this game. This is a world that I'm very, very much in love with. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Little Solace. It's one of my favorite places to visit because of these people right here. These are the sylphs. Sylphs remind me of giant flowers. They're flowers or plants. And I always wonder if like their skirts are like roses with like legs sticking out. Like spider legs or something like that, which probably sounds terrifying. Um, but yeah, sylphs. They're an interesting species of primal. Some of them are kind of scary looking. Oh, I love doing the voices for the sylphs. This is Lexia, and they get really confusing after a while, but that's fine. I still like doing their voices. Did adventuring one bring blood from vile ones? Yes, yes, I did. Digabuds, they're mosquitoes. This goes here, and that goes there, and then stitch like this, and then put that together. Oh, what are you gonna make? Done! This one has made a garment for adventuring one. Well, usually they call 'em meddling ones, so I'll go with adventuring one. Is enchanted garment will protect adventuring ones from scary ones. Well, you know what? Compared to how you guys view the world, everything is scary. As token of this one's thanks, these ones owe adventuring one many, many thanks. Yep, there's a garment, and it's a red robe because it's the blood price. Oh, those poor diggas. Ooh, I got some archer points. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm rocking it. This is awesome. Yep, I'm gonna go do some repairs because I think my tunic might be a little on the worn thin side. Repair gear. Yep, not a lot, but just enough. So 10 gil is worth it. Yeah, I'll make that back in no time. I know, right? They gave me clothes. I love it when they give me clothes. And then I like to put the clothes in my inventory and wear it if it looks nice. That's the fun thing about another thing about this world that I really love is the fact that you get an armory chest. And inside your armory chest is a butt ton of whatever you get. Um as you can see, my armory chest has a lot of things in it. and I don't get out much, as you can tell. Like this one is packed full with so many things that I probably should have long gotten rid of. But you know what? I'm kind of like that. Um, I got some stuff because stuff. Got some stuff because stuff. And I got some shields, but I don't use those. Um, and jewelry. And necklaces, because necklaces are a nice thing to have around. Rings that I think I only use for certain outfits. Yep, I am. I'm rocking it. I've got not a lot of stuff. I know, right? I prefer my tunic. It's an easy go-to, and I never have to worry about wearing the wrong thing. Um, I do have a secondary outfit that I love, and that when I come over to my character, um, so this is my normal attire, and I wear this for pretty much everything. And I learned to play Zelda's Lullaby on the panpipes, so now I'm an official bard in Final Fantasy because I can now play a song as a bard. I know it's not original. Um, but one of the things I love about this is you can have a whole bunch of different um, sets, and it's not showing the sets, but this is my archer, and this is my sword, which is different than my archer, and then I got a battle outfit, and then I've got a royal guard. My royal guard is my favorite, because I actually have a matching chocobo barding that goes on Toki. Uh, that really looks very nice with my royal blue, my my Hylian Castle royal blue barding or royal guard. So I love that. I don't get out much. I've taken to playing a video game. Yeah, I'm pretty serious about it. I love it a lot. It is awesome to match, and when I get the funds for it because it does take a lot of gil. I'm gonna get the samurai barding for Toki, so Toki and I can be matching in our greens and our golds, and I'm really excited about that. It's gonna take me a while because I'm gonna have to do a lot of quests for it, but it'll be worth it. Toki is just absolutely my favorite. I love my chocobo. I do have um I have other um mounts. I have terrifying mounts. Like this fat Moogle. It's terrifying. You can get a friend and you can ride around on it, and it scares me. My Griffin is actually pretty cool. I like the Griffin. The Sildra mount is nice because it's a. He reminds me of the Loch Ness monster, not to the extreme, but because it's just so it's very pretty. This is my stag. One of the very first mounts I actually got before I could ride a mount was the antelope stag, and they're pretty fast. And then got one too because it's an account wide mount, which means everybody gets one. Which is nice because the peacock mount is really pretty, but it's too gaudy for my blood. So I stick with Toki, and we go everywhere together because if I have a chocobo, that's life's good. I don't need anything else because I got my chocobo. I can ride my chocobo, and my chocobo can come with me to battle, and it's just he gets a lot of epic stuff. I know I ramble. Oh, yeah, I gotta go this way. Okay, so now we have to go into some serious places. I have to take us deep into the woods of the Sylphlands. Now there is sylphs in here that are considered tainted, and they only serve their god. Been attuned to the god that you serve as a primal, that means that your brain is psychologically broken. So you can't go back to living a normal life, sadly. So that makes me sad because I happen to like these ones down here. I think they're pretty. I think the purple is such a pretty color for them. Oh, well, we found the thing. Let's see what the thing does. Okay. Oh, I've got to look east. Um, okay, so this is how these are emotes, and I hate them because it it's not something I remember to do. Oh, look out. Yeah, see, I don't have skill when it comes to these things. Look out east. Okay. Now I have to look around. I'm looking out east to see if I find anything. And I didn't, but it hasn't triggered yet. Which means I have to go back and do it again, maybe? I'll do lookout and see if that does it. Or maybe I have to stand in the exact spot. I don't know, sometimes these are very confusing on where exactly you're supposed to look. Okay. Oh, there it is. And it's a triggered scene. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know there's going to be flashing lights. So here's my heads up to you. I think it's just going to simply give us a cutscene. Looks like it's a simple cutscene. These are the tainted ones of the sylphs. So it says tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. Well, I am certainly going to leave them alone. So I've looked around in here, which was good. I've done that part. I probably have to go further and go me. So believe in yourself. No, the objective is filled. So now I get to go back and talk to uh, Frixio. Now, I love voicing the sylphs. I think they are just the coolest little beings. And I love the music for their area. I just like their area. It's pretty. If I could live in a house like this, I honestly probably would because it's pretty. Like one of the ones that are open that I'm just gonna take people upstairs for whoever's watching. So I love this. This area is open. Now it doesn't really look like much, but in a sense it feels really neat to be inside one of these tree houses. Oh, thank you. Yay! My voice is liked. Like, so this is Omzia, and this is Mozia, and this is Tanazia, and so Tanazia is a real bud. Um, Mozia is, depends on the quest on the day that you get it because you'll be able to once you get um, what's the word I'm looking for? There's a certain type of when you get credit with the sylphs, or any of the primals, when you get further into your questing. I'm not giving anything away, I swear. Um, but when you are building up reputation with them, like in any game, depending on the day, depends on the type of quest you're given. Moxia will either give you really nice quests, as in Moxia will be really nice, or Moxia will be like really rude. Um, Tanaxia is always rude, always a spicy meatball. And Omzio is depends on whether or not Omzio has been visiting with the elder or not. Yeah, on a day that the Omzio has been visiting with the elder, then Omzio's in a good mood. If Omzio has not gotten to see the elder, then Omzio is whatever quest Almsio decides to throw your way is what you're gonna get. So with the Sylphic Bender, they have a currency. No, I don't have any of the currency currently. Justinian has a lot of that because he was very dedicated to this. When things went down, he kind of fell into this world and it seemed to be a safe place for him. But when he went into his burrow, we haven't seen him much since. So I'm really again hoping he finds his way back out because I miss him. It's hard to not have anybody to talk to about this sort of stuff. As weird as that sounds. But yeah, where was I? Okay, so I gotta find Fruxio. Where are you, Fruxio? Fruxio is not here? Oh no. Did Fruxio get lost? Please tell me Fruxio's not stuck in the Sylphlands. I would see you on the map though if you were here. So, we're gonna go here. Believe in yourself. We're gonna look here. Oh, Fruxio's back in New Gradania. So, I'm gonna pop this open. Fruxio's at the Adder's Nest. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We get to hop and lock. I've got to go buy some stuff anyways. So because I actually like being able to transport myself back and forth. So cheaper rates means I can travel more often and it costs me a lot less. Um, I got 2 viewers. That's exciting! Yay! Um, what was I doing? Oh yeah, my brain left. Okay, so we are gonna teleport. I'm gonna check on Taki. Give Taki a little pet. I'm gonna pet Taki. Aww. I love Taki. So Taki's name is pronounced Taki no Ocarina. It means Ocarina of Time or far distant because Taki means far or distant. So Taki is really special to me, and that's again why I went with took the time to dye Taki's feathers to the brown, and it took 6 hours. 6 hours. I had to feed him like 30 to 40 different berries all at once in the right order, and then I had to wait 6 hours for the new feathers to grow in. But it was worth it. I love the fact that he is an orchard brown, and he looks like the color of the fairy ocarina that you get at the very beginning of Ocarina of Time when Child Link is in the forest, in Kokiri Forest. Um, and I got excited because as a forward, I got to play Zelda's Lullaby, which is actually one of the first couple of songs you learn in Ocarina of Time. You learn Zelda's Lullaby, you learn Epona's song, and you learn Sario's song. And I got so excited because I learned Zelda's song, Zelda's lullaby, so I can play it on the panpipes in this world, and that made my day. Oh yeah, I was teleporting myself. Go me. That's how this works, right? Yeah. So Laws is gonna teleport to New Gradania. Phenomenal cosmic power! New Gradania, here I come. I do love being able to teleport. Oh, it's raining. Oh well, I don't mind. So we gotta go over to the Grand Company that is New Gradania's Grand Company, and I like it. Uh, Originally, I'd considered joining their Grand Company, the Twin Adders, because I like snakes. But again, I wanted to tie in a lot of different themes for the Legend of Zelda thing, and I really thought that the Maelstrom with their ships would be a very appropriate tie-in for Legend of Zelda stuff. So he can be an archer and still do the stuff. So, haha. Well, if it isn't laws, how did the meeting go with the Sylphs? I brought you a letter, sir, from the Elder. The fluid lettering of the little soulless elder, Bruxio, is as beautiful as it is unintelligible. Well, I guess he won't be reading that. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself? If I may? You may, but good luck reading that. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramah. Well, good, because I think that would end badly. So as long as we leave the tempered ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. Yeah, because it's the tempered ones gonna kick your guys' butt. The Elder Seed Seer. Oh, I love her. She's so gorgeous, and I love her horns. They're like dragon folk, but they're not real dragon folk. It's complicated. The Elder Seed Seer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources towards tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. Oh yeah, because there's a lot more primal bad guys that are out there who have some they want this nation. Well, they want all their nations because the Gridarians are bad guys too that have one goal, and that's control everything because they're jerks. Um, you have done this nation a great service, my friend, and on behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. Now, technically, even though he's a servant commander, he doesn't have a right to say that. It should be the Elder Seer, but he's the one in charge of this particular mission, so I'm gonna take it, and I'm not gonna argue with him. Got me some money, got me some XP. I'm a little bit closer to 38. Yeah. Alright, let's see what this guy does this time. He goes back from the woods. Now, apparently, he's got a lot more to say, and he's gonna send me back to one of my favorite places. And if we're lucky, you guys will get to see it too. Uh, Oop, it's another cutscene. Prepare yourself. The Sylvic folk have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seeds here to no end. Yeah, I can believe that. She is such a sweetie. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely find a way to reverse the tempering process. Sadly, no. Once you have been tempered to a god, especially a primal god, you can never be turned back because, as I said before, your brain's muddled. Once again, I thank you. Had the skies of the seventh dawn not offered to us to mediate between our people, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass on my regards to Lady Minfilia. I like Minfilia. She's a Oz. Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Oh, that's great. It is I. Yes, obviously it's you. Yuda and Papalyamo have returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Yeah, I haven't even gotten back yet, and they're already saying probably horrible things. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the waking sands at your earliest convenience. I would appraise you of the present situation in. Alright. So, I'm gonna come over here. because I have to buy some more stuff from our quartermaster. I need to get some actions. Nope, that is not what I wanted. So I have to go to the bottom of this list. And it's expensive because what I need are the reduced rates because that's what I use the most of. But I'm not the only one who uses them. Other people in our FC, our guild, use them. But now I'm going to have to ask Humbert to come back in so he can get more of the company credits. Because as you can see, yeah, thanks. That's not what I was looking for. Yep. Thank you. Um, in order to buy more, we've got to get more in, which means Humbert's gonna have to make more stuff, and he's gonna have to trade it in over here. Look, it's a bun. We have a lot of rabbits in this game, but none are quite as unique as Justinian. Thanks. So this is a quartermaster. This is, oh yeah, I can't turn him in here. I gotta turn him in over at Maelstrom. Oops. Oh well. Okay. So we have to go see Tartaro. Now you gotta understand something about Tartaro. Tartaro has kind of a big mouth. I adore Tartaro. She is Lalafell's ghost, is very organized and a sweetheart. But when Tartaru gets excited about stuff, Tartaru sings. And when Tartaru sings, Tartaru blurts out everything that's going on inside the company, and Tartaru shouldn't because when you have the scions of the Dawn, they deal with a lot of stuff that should not be public knowledge. So I get a little grumpy at Tartaru because I feel like sometimes she says way too much. That's actually how the Grand Company finds out about you, is because Tartaru was like, yeah, and then link to this, and then link to that, and then link to that, and then Tartaru comes running back, and it's all like, I don't know how that happened, and then Fina was like, oh, you don't, and then Tartaru was like, oh, and you're just like, oh, that's so not cool. So yeah. Our mascot, speaking of fat cats that you see running away on that screen, the mascot for the Cat Bureau is actually the fat cat. So all members, currently I believe, except probably me, have one, but I prefer my dwarf rabbit because rabbit. Also the thing I love about my rabbit, my dwarf rabbit, is the flavor text for that dwarf rabbit. Just the best ever. After his father was baked into a pie by a farmer's wife for stealing their vegetables. Hello, Peter Rabbit. I know what's going on there. He invoked the time-honored code of rabbit revenge and hopped off to destroy every garden patch he could find. Yep. Good luck with that. So now we've got to head over to Tartaro. The upside is we have some Aetherite tickets, which means it will cost a lot less. Phenomenal cosmic power! And poof. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Thanalan, Western Thanalan to be accurate. Now we're gonna travel in here and we're gonna go see Lady Minfina. And we're gonna go see Tataru. And we're gonna go see everybody else that just happens to be part of the Science of the Dawn. Papuyo, Yida. I like Yida, but I wish Yida would wear better pants because I will go blind if Yida doesn't. I don't care if you are a pugilist. I don't think that you should be flashing me things like, oh, somebody ran by. I love being part of our FC. Okay, I gotta go inside, Toki. So I need you to stay and behave yourself. Okay, I'm gonna pet you. And you're gonna stay here. I'm gonna go inside now. Or you're gonna come inside because you're just being like that, aren't you? Fine. Okay, look. If my chocobo poops on the floor, I apologize. I will clean it up. We just got him feathered, so he's feeling a little spicy. Sorry. So Tataru says, "Oh, well, if it isn't my favorite adventure, welcome back, Lols!" Because Lalafells are great. Lady Menphilia awaits for you within the solar. Please enter at your leisure. I will. Thanks. As I said, Tataru is very good at the paperwork. Very, very, very good. Some of the greatest names, I swear. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Waking Sands. It is one of the places that I really do like in this realm. Cutscene! Oh no! Oh no! This is Alphanod. He is a butt. He's a butt. That's all I gotta say. I am given to understand that the matter of Rama has finally been resolved. He's such an arrogant butt. I fear resolved bespeaks a variance that we cannot rightly claim, yet I am well satisfied that the Lord of Levin will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thrancred is sparing no effort. There are many and one, just as you suspected. The purpose, however, eludes us still. Hmm, I see. Ah, I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I've scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I. Alas, Alicede has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that our destination remains the same. You are such an ass. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust that the Bastion report will serve you well. I take it we can proceed as discussed. Why do you ask? You scarce need my permission to act. See that? He's a jerk. It is good to see you again, Lars. I have been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the Twelves Wood. Owing to your efforts, conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Rama from the list. So, who's next? The Sahagan and the Leviathan? The Lord of War has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagan remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quality crystals required to call forth their god, and with as the Sylph we can leave them to their own devices, for a time at least. For a time bears repeating. We can ill afford to fall complacent. It is as Yasholda says, unless we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with any certainty when a next primal will return to plague the land. In this being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long, you may depend on it. Indeed, so then all of the known primals have been active in recent times. We are left with Cardania! Wait, I mean Garuda, who is the primal of the Excel, who lived near Gradania. Yes, that's what I meant. So many mounds to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not have long waited for a more practicable solution. He's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? But one sure step at a time. Henceforth the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the Zeus, under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have certainly earned it. Is there something else, Laz? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black? 12 preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Ascians took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off the veil of secrecy now? This bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can of him. And his Tataru? A sylph in Xanalon? At long last, this one finds walking one laws. This one is most dependable of all of these, is sent by Elder One Fruxio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones. Oh my goodness, the soap in the walking sand. Ah! Well, I need to go talk to Milifina now. That was That was quite the thing. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I need to go talk with Minophilia. Yeah. Yes. To the cellar! Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as she is to express everything else. Not all of us are forged of the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to know and to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Azoria are beginning to unite, lost, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet a darkness threatens to engulf this light. Never have I doubted the Asians' presence, but that they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight fills me with a deep sense of foreboding. Ah, I got an achievement unlocked! Ba-ba-da-ba-ba! Back from the woods, yeah. I have to investigate the mysterious La Habrea. I'm afraid that there's no rest for the weary, Loss. We must further delve into the motivations of the masked man, the Asian known as La Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound with dealing with another primal. At present we know little and less about the Asians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings are behind the chaos that racks the realm. If my fears prove to be reality, we must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the effect that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with Flame Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How do you go about the investigation thereafter? I leave wholly to your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Loss. I know, I'm a dork. Ah, alright. Now that I've done this, I'm going to head to Ul'dah. Once I'm done in Ul'dah, I settle into Ul'dah, then I think phenomenal cosmic power. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now arrived in Ul'dah. You have now entered the steps of the Nile. I do so love this place. Ul'dah is really pretty, and when they do festivals over here, it's amazing. So uh, that FC over there, uh, that says Elite, that's actually one of the the actual big to-dos of, um, well, apparently you must be a new person for that, so I'm going to examine you. The Annalasia Kingdom is actually one of the big um, kingdoms that do a lot of cosplay um, in this realm. So I love watching what they get together. Um, Humbert, before he started the Cat Bureau, he was actually part of the Annalasia Kingdom. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Ulda, and this is Swift Commander, or Commander, Flame Commander Swift. The Masked Man? Ah, you've come on behalf of the Skyans, of course! Yes, as we've already relayed to Lady Minfilia, there has been a sighting of this rogue near about eastern Thanalan. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of queer Queequaran. Some of these things are very hard to pronounce. I try anyways. Queequaran. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, Highbridge has seized to its fair share of travelers. Folks are always coming or going, and some among them may have well caught a glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Baru. The man's the fellow's always starved for customers, and he'll no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. After talking to this commander, we've gotten further on our mission to where we are going. I don't know if I have the energy for the rest of this. I can come back to it later. But we have definitely come along a bit. I'm terribly excited. Uh, so I'll do more a bit later. But I really love it when you guys get to come along with me and adventure. So I guess with that, I'm not sure who all's left watching, but I do want to say to you guys, thank you. It's always a pleasure to be able to just share the things that I love. And of course, I love doing the voices of the characters, and their voices are a thrill. Um, and because it's a cold read, I kind of go with it, whatever it felt like they were feeling in the moment. So, but yeah, no, I want to say thank you to everybody. We're going on 3.5 hours. Wow, I'm impressed with myself. This is my second time streaming, and I really have enjoyed being able to share stuff. So I will stream more later on this week, probably during daylight hours for people in the Pacific Northwest, just in case they want to, like, I don't know, see me during the daylight. Yeah, yeah. Um. So yeah, but I want to say thanks, and I hope everybody has a good morning, or if you're not owl like me, a good evening. So yeah. Um, but if you get the chance, I have an Instagram. It's called LOZ uh, lawslink.gaming, and it's pretty much just screenshots of stuff I do here, and then I put that on there. Oh, and another thing that we dealt with today that was just absolutely splendid is In case people didn't know, hackers are a common thing. Uh, and it's commonplace for people to deal with that sort of nonsense. But if you're not familiar, and somebody from quote claims that they are from Steam and they've accidentally reported your account and they contact you through Discord, please understand it is a scam. Don't fall for it. Block them immediately. Steam does not do that. Um, my youngest, he fell for it, and we were not able to save his Steam account in time. So, again, Steam doesn't contact you that way. That's what your email is for, my friends. So scams are commonplace. Discord is a dime a dozen for scams. And in the first few minutes, if you're not sure about it and you don't know the person, don't friend them. Feel free to block. That's just how it works. So, this has been your friendly PSA. Be safe out there, guys. The internet is a scary place. People do things because they're not nice. But yeah, so with that, programs, I am going to head out and I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And I look forward to sharing time with you guys on my next live stream and hanging out with Taki and you guys and doing a thing. Oh, and the next time, who knows? I might be able to get a group of our FC together and we might be able to do a dungeon, which I think you guys would have a blast watching. People struggle through a dungeon because I always think that's fun. I go in psych and take pictures and shoot things. I I like taking pictures of Final Fantasy things. Um, so yeah, so I will see you all later. Be safe, and here's the next time.